What's happening, Pod Squad? Welcome into episode, what are we?
86?
I believe you.
Something? Yeah.
We're getting close to a honey.
Almost.
Oh, getting close to a honey. Thanks for listening on, your favorite podcast platform, Spotify, Apple. We are on all the platforms. So if you don't want to watch the YouTube, if you're busy, if you're driving, just put in the podcast version. It's great. Or you can watch us on YouTube because this guy puts it all on YouTube. Now, Leslie, what's happening?
Not much. You dragged me in here.
Yes, I did. I totally did. So we had an impressive streak going up until last week. We had
Just got broken, yeah.
I know. I think it was like 25 in a row. So it was something crazy. 25 episodes in a row.
Yep.
Summer's hard. You were away. I was away.
Yep.
Just bad.
We need a vacation.
We do need vacations. And also we tried to show up yesterday and the studio was closed.
Yeah, unfortunate.
So summer is just one of those times. I mean, we're going to keep going weekly. We had too many issues there last week. But on the bright side, you got a new car.
I did, yeah.
That's sweet.
Pretty excited.
That's awesome. All right, so we're going to chat here for 10-15 minutes in our shop. We got the whole vibe here today. We got the lights on the picnic table. It's looking pretty good here, Matt.
Thanks.
You're welcome. So we're going to talk about the value of marketing. Now, we've chatted about this a little bit before, specifically with we talked a lot about equipment and how guys can get started.
Yep.
But there's something funny that happens. There's something funny that happens with pavement companies in, it's August basically now. Companies get going in August, they get super busy. They're flying around like crazy and they just stop marketing. They stop making content because they're so busy.
Right.
So if you're like a one-man operation and you're like Stripe, or you got you and a helper or whatever, you just go, and then you're like, oh my goodness, I got so much work, and then literally everything just gets pushed to the side.
Yeah, it's the last thing people think about.
Bingo. The other thing that can happen, and this is starting to happen, you see this mostly with bigger companies that spend a lot on their marketing, but it's an election year in the States. I don't know if you knew that.
Right, yeah.
It's an election year.
Yeah.
And what happens in election years, it's really strange. Companies are very stringent. They're hesitant to spend more money.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm not coffee yet. They're hesitant to spend more money, and so that means you'll see a lot of contracting companies go, well, we don't seem to be making as much revenue. We're not booking as many jobs, so we're not making as much money. Therefore, we're going to scale back our marketing. And they don't actually do as much. They don't spend as much in advertising. They cut back. And my mentor always took the opposite approach. When COVID came out, when things started to everyone was shut down, it was weird. Their company doubled down on their marketing. And he said it was the best decision they could have ever made.
I feel like during that time it's pretty smart because everybody was at home anyways. They're all on their phones. They have nothing to do.
It's true.
So spend more on marketing.
It's true.
Get a lot more eyes.
Yeah, his reasoning was, work is very slow right now. Nobody knows the world's ending. We don't know what's happening. So let's literally double down on our marketing, and we'll make sure that we're positioned because the world will come out of this eventually. And when it is, he wanted his company to be on top.
Yeah.
So if you go now to that small one-man company, when they stop putting out content on social media because they're so busy, it's kind of the same thing. It's we're too busy, we can't do it. And I don't think it's a good strategy to take because the time will come, maybe it's mid-August, maybe it's the end of August, where the work starts to catch up now.
Yep.
And now you're scrambling to try and market your work, which had you been doing it the whole time, you could have stayed consistent, right?
Yeah.
Instead of the highs and lows. So, I don't know, we just want your advice here today, Matt. You are a content guy. You live in the content world. You are always looking at content.
All day, every day.
Yeah. Anytime you're on your phone, you're working. So if you were one of those small companies and you are seeing the work, pile on, and you're like, I just don't have the time to do this, what would you do? What would your advice be?
Advice?
Absolutely.
To not have the time is kind of a lame excuse.
Tell me how you really feel. Why is it lame?
Well, it's not like you have to post the most groundbreaking thing, especially when you're busy. And if you're only a 1-2 man crew and you're the one that's doing all the marketing for your company,
Yeah.
you can just post whatever, just filler, just photos of your job, just quick, take out your phone, snap a few photos, post it after you're done the job. after work, you're sitting there having dinner, just put up a post.
So what if people are like, I don't want the filler content. I don't want just a photo. it has to be good stuff. Like that's kind of like that was kind of the barrier for me too, honestly. After a while, I started like editing my own videos. And I was like, man, now I've kind of set the bar higher.
You just want good stuff all the time.
Yeah. It's a quality versus quantity thing, right? Like some people just want the quality. So if they were like bent on that and they're like, well, if I don't have the time to put half an hour into a meaningful piece of content, I'm not going to post it at all.
Right.
You think that's not the right approach to take?
To an extent, I think within 1 week, you're going to have an extra hour here somewhere in that week.
Yeah.
And so if you're taking photos or taking videos throughout that week, just even little snippets, you'll have a little bit of an extra window to edit those if you want, to make it a little nicer. So even if it's just once a week, like if people aren't seeing your company in 2 months because you just haven't been posting anything, they're not going to be thinking about you.
Yeah.
Their minds are going to be somewhere else.
That's 100%.
And so at least if you have something, something, even if you want it to be quality, so it's only 1 or 2 or 3 posts a week, or just, like I said, just something to put out, then that's better than having nothing for 2 months.
It's true. Yeah. Hey, have you messed around with any AI stuff, like just to see? Because I know like there's some where you can like just dump clips into it and supposedly it makes something. It's probably not amazing, but
yeah,
like,
I can cut it.
Is it serviceable at least?
Yeah, it does all right. There's a lot of AI stuff that's coming out recently, like the new music software that we're getting into.
The one we're getting into?
Yeah, the one that we're subscribing to.
Which one?
Artlist.
Oh yes, of course. Yeah.
So we've been bouncing around from different ones for a while, just for stock music.
Yeah.
This one is different because it doesn't just have the music and the sound effects and the extra footage that we can put on videos, but it also has AI voice. And so
I didn't know that.
You can type in a script, you can have voiceover, but it's not just like a basic, because TikTok and I don't know if Instagram does it.
I think just TikTok.
I think it's just TikTok.
Yeah.
But you can put a voice over your clips. This, you can put whatever voice you want, a 40-year-old Western country dude talking over your clips, like one of those ads, or you want like a 10-year-old girl. There's everything in between. You put whatever you want in. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's cool. There's a lot of AI stuff, especially for captions.
Yeah.
AI captions is huge, especially you don't want to take the time, an hour and a half to tap out every single word that you're talking about in the video.
Bingo.
So I use that quite a lot.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, I've always, my big go-to thing when I started getting, really started putting effort into the content as opposed to just taking photos and posting them when I felt like it, was selfie videos.
Yep.
They're so underrated. I mean, they're not like, you know what? I was going to say they're not even the nicest, but these things, I don't know, man.
They're better.
It's unbelievable. It's not an iPhone, sorry, but.
At least they get to see you too. It's not just like weird cut together clips of here's a tire rolling and then there's paint being put down. And they get to see someone.
100%. Yeah. People buy people. Yeah. And you want, like you said, you want them to think of you the moment that they do need that thing. If they can put your face, your brand to the top of mind, that's a huge win.
Absolutely. Yeah. And even if you want like that quality video you were talking about, if you could take the selfie video and then cut together over top of that clips of whatever you're talking about, then it's not only easy, but it's gonna be a lot better than either one of the other options.
Totally. Yeah. So one thing I've never asked you, and I think we'll keep it short today, but I want to ask you about this. So many, a lot of these striping and seal coating business owners are introverts. They don't want to do selfie videos.
Right.
They don't want to, truthfully, they don't want to do anything like, that's just not their wheelhouse. I'm not saying it's bad. They just, marketing and content video, that's just not who they are. They just want to go out and do the work. If you were a company considering bringing in somebody, either like as an employee or as, outsourced contractor, to do some of this work for you. So whether that was like operate the camera, do some of the social media posting, as there's like 500 trillion social media agencies or companies that'll do that for you. And to me, they all kind of look a lot of them kind of look just bland and generic.
Right.
What would be your advice to somebody who's like, I know I need to put out content, but I hate it, so I'm going to just get somebody else
Hire
to do
someone.
it? Yeah.
It kind of all comes down to budget.
Yeah.
If you have a higher budget, then you can hire someone that's in this field that does this professionally, that has the nice cameras and lights and all the things. But
What if you had a low budget?
if you just want someone,
Yeah.
probably the best option is to put up an ad looking for a social media manager, but just hire some kid with a phone.
Yeah.
Because kids are gonna know way more than your 40, 50-year-old employees. Like, they're not on TikTok and social media. They don't know what trends are. They don't know
Yeah.
what music that is going off at that time. Like,
Yeah.
kids are gonna know way more. I'm not saying like hire some 15-year-old kid,
Yeah. Yeah.
but you hire someone that's a little younger, they're gonna know
Yeah.
immediately more. And most of them just have good phones anyways.
Yeah.
So phones are just gonna be,
There's probably some
enough.
like college age student who's like just wants like an extra $300 a month.
yeah,
for,
absolutely.
for Xbox money or whatever.
Absolutely.
And
Maybe
would
they're
like-
going to school here, or maybe they
Yeah.
just need a summer job, or
Yep.
whatever it is.
100%. Yeah, that's super good. It's one thing I've been promoted before. I've probably said it on this show before. Is like, this is gonna sound really weird, but if you really want to find like the ideal person, young, totally get it. That makes a lot of sense. Another amazing demographic for people to do your social media is like moms. So like, there's Facebook. I'm serious. Go to like
Yeah.
a Facebook mom group. Facebook mom groups have like. In most communities, they'll have like a local Facebook mom group, and it's like people are always looking for odd jobs, ways to make extra money, and like those people, like moms are often stuck at home, right? A lot of the time raising kids, so they're on their phone, they know what's trending. Those people, they'd be like psyched to work 2 hours a day.
Yeah, probably.
It'd be unreal. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna wrap this up because people are coming in. It's raining today.
It is.
Are you working today? Yeah, we're recording. Whatever, that's fine. Yeah, you don't have to be in the shot though. All right, well,
I got a message that we're not spraying paint this morning, but I thought maybe
yeah.
your shop work or
Well, probably. Yeah, probably. Yeah, it's pretty gross here. All right, we'll wrap it up then. That's
Okay.
it. Thanks for your 10-minute insights.
Easy.
You rock.
Thank you.
Yeah, easy. Easy money. Easy money. All right, thanks for watching. See you next week. Easy money.